Good morning everyone, it's Sherry at Attic Inspired Crafter. This morning I thought I'd do a little something different than a regular blog post that I normally do with just items that I've been crafting on. I thought I'd do a video just because there's a lot to show for the project that I've been working on over the last couple days. As you can see from the box below, the feature of this post is from Simon Says Stamps. And what I've done is back in October, I subscribed to their kit of the month. And at first I didn't know if I was going to like it, as I don't lack my own supply of stash products. But I just have to say that there was something that intrigued me about getting a box of items that were intended to be focused that you could use to create projects just from that box. So this box that you see here is actually the brand new box that I just received in the mail for, I believe it's December's kit. And that's the only negative thing for me living in Nova Scotia, is because this is a US stamp kit product, I'm usually a little bit delayed in getting them. But nonetheless, so far the kits have been really of good value. The charge for me, it ends up being about $41 Canadian for me to get it. And I haven't been disappointed yet for the contents in the kit. So I'll reveal what's coming up for December, just so that you can see what a kit looks like. Unfortunately, I didn't plan to be doing this for the kit that I'm going to show you. So I don't have the big reveal of the products all intact to show you what was in them prior to me creating. But what I will do is I will attach a picture of what was involved in the product kit. And I can show you a close-up of the stamp set that came with it. So normally my goal is to create at least 10 cards from the kit. But this is November's release. And I created with November's released 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. And I had so much product left over that I actually did a 12 by 12 scrapbook page that turned out absolutely beautiful with a combination of colors and the theme. So being November, the theme was all about family. And you do get designer papers and a 6 by 6 paper pad. It's a half a pad, I believe. And then a whole bunch of other items. So like I said, I'll show you, I'll post a picture of what was actually included in the kit, and we'll just go through the cards that I did create with the products. So this first one, let's have a look at that since it's right there. Sorry if I'm turning my screen around, trying to get the best picture. So this one here, it came with a sheet of very nice shimmery textured paper, some stick-ons, the word love, and then when you open it, I even included some trimmings on the inside. I did use my own die cuts for some of these. There is one die cut that was included in the kit, and I'll show you what that is. Here's another one. This paper was actually, again, a sheet of very textured paper, but the flowers onto it was so beautiful, I fussy cut them out and used it as a focal point on the card. And there's the inside. Here's another one that says hugs. And these are all your standard size cards, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Here's another one that shows that lovely textured paper that I fussy cut the larger flowers out of. This word kindness actually came from the stamp set that was included, and I just used, I believe it was a Hero Arts gold embossing powder for it. This large stamp was included in the kit, and the word kind actually is part of the stamp, but as you can see, it's puffed up because they also included the die cut for the word kind. And again, I used some of my own dies from my stash to die cut some of these areas. There's another card. And then the last 5 cards I'm going to show you, I used a die that I had. It's a quilt die and different combinations of the paper that was included in the kit. And I just made different variations of this quilt. And I really like how it turned out. It was very, very easy to do. It looks like it's complicated, but the die just allows you to cut the images out and then put them all together. And all these pieces were included in the kit. Even these stickers that you see that I have stuck on the inside were all part of it. The paper itself was just pieces of the kit that I die cut out. And for the last one. So that's 11 cards. And like I said, I had enough material left over that I could probably have made 11 more. But instead, I created this 12 by 12. And I'm going to turn my camera around. I have no idea what it's going to do to the video, so forgive me. But as you can see, it turned out beautiful. So all the papers came with that kit. I did use other products. Canvas Corp makes these groups of 4 shimmer paints and sprays. And it comes with directions, and you can create. This one here was for, I think, a wood grain, but instead of using it for that purpose, I actually just used some plastic paper and squished it down for some colors on the background. Another product that I used was Heartfelt Creations dogwood flowers to create these flowers, but they were created actually with paper from the kit. Even these gold shimmer flower leaves came from the kit. And as you can see, there's loads and loads of dimension on this. The only thing that's on here that did not come from the kit as far as paper is that gold paper that you see behind here. That was just part of my stash. I did use some thread and do some stitching and then some sequins. These words came from the paper line as well. And then I'll just do kind of a side view so you can see all the textures and dimension that you get. So I was very, very happy with how it turned out. Now, all I had left, I'm going to swing you around, sorry about this, swing you around and show you what I ended up having left over after using all that. So this is actually the stamp kit that came from that package, and there's the die cut of kind, and you have all these fantastic sayings in there on them. But this little bunch of paper, this is what I had left. So I could still probably get another half a dozen cards if I really tried out of these scraps. And this is that sheet of white paper that I said I fussy cut it the large flowers out of. It was 8.5 by 11 sheet of that. We had an 8.5 and 11 sheet of this silvery bumpy paper, and I used all of the bronzy paper that came with the kit. There was 2 large sticker sheets that came with it. There's still some more stickers left on here that I didn't use. So it was a fabulous, fabulous kit, and I thank Simons has stamped very much for such a wonderful kit. So now the big reveal of what's in this one. See, it comes in this really nice reusable box, and it always has a cute stamped sticker there. I'm just going to dump it out here in the box. I'm certainly not a professional videography. So Simon says always includes an instruction sheet so that you can kick off your card making, and you can use this if you'd like for great ideas. They also always include matching cardstock 8.5 by 11, and it varies as to how much they do send per month. I usually end up kicking in a few sheets of my own, but it's very, very heavy cardstock. I would say it's 110 if I had to guess for paperweight. So for this one we're getting a red. This is a Valentine's kit, I can tell you that. A red, green, a black, a pink, another pink, and then a more of a brownish, the cardstock there. So you're actually getting 6 sheets of paper, and they always coordinate with what the theme is. Oh, and we're getting some fabulous, Simon says, envelopes this time. They're shimmery. So we have a light pink, a darker pink, a red, white, and an ivory of those. We're getting these adorable puffy stickers this time. And these are made by crepe paper. And they always include one of their own signature stamp sets. And this one is so cute. It has a bunch of sayings on there. And then it has some of these block words. There you go. And there's your 6x6 designer half pack of paper. And this one, I would dare say, I'm not sure if it will say who the designer is on it. They always say it on their website if that's something that you're curious about. But there's hearts, there's stripes, all kinds of lovely papers. And I think you get like 12 sheets in total of that. And then you always get some odds and ends to add to your own stash that you can start building on, which is great for the beginner. So we're getting some distressed glitter dust, which is very nice. We're also getting one of the cube ink pads, and this one is a sparkly pink. And then they always include a sucker or a candy of some sort, which I think is just really cool. So that is the kit for this month, and again, I'm going to have a great time. When I sit with these kits, I just sit with the kits. The only thing I usually use for my own stash is extra cardstock or my die cuts if I want to add some dimension to the papers. I try to stick with what's in the kit to create as many cards as I can, or in the past sample, it was a layout. So I hope you enjoy this. I know that it's a little bit shaky and it's not perfect, but I thought I would try a video this time rather than the normal blog post. Have a great day, everyone.